Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Okay, this could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
Line gets set. First down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wasting no time taking a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, SMU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Dances away. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's back to throw on second down. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. This offense has a second down play. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Now on the move. The Mustangs will move the sticks with the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
A lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Cal. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive... It's a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. With jet sweep pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now on the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's reeled in. It's Cuevas. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with.
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, SMU! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Second and 10 after the previous play. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It's complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
4 wide receivers on 2nd and short, guys. The whole playbook at their disposal. He breaks a tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Discards a man. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They want to throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get in.